I'm doing a cover-up of a formerly hideous journal page, and normally I don't care. I keep the good, the bad, and the ugly. It doesn't bother me because they're my art journals, so I really don't care. But I wanted to try to redo this the way I originally intended it to look. So I am covering this up, and what I did is I decided instead of trying to put 4 coats of gesso on it to cover up all the painting and stuff, that I would just go ahead and use a dark colored tissue paper and collage that down and also get some extra texture, which is what wound up happening here. So now I did do like a glaze over it with burnt umber, but as usual didn't turn out the way I wanted it because that effect does not work very well for me. Okay, so I'm just coming in with a craft paint, and this is just a lemon yellow Americana paint, and I'm going to use my brayer, and I'm just going to kind of try to lighten this up a little bit. I'm just going to use up all this paint. And I have no idea where I'm going with this. This is just kind of where I'm starting, so I'm just kind of making a painty mess right now. And then I think I'm going to come in with this, shake it up, Sea Breeze color, and just add a little bit more bright color in here. I may wind up having to just take a brush and paint some color in because there's so much texture on this that I do like the brown, the blue with the brown, so let's see. I'm thinking I'm probably going to need a little bit more yellow thrown in there because I covered up too much of the yellow. So I'm just going to keep playing around with this and be back. I don't know what's wrong with me and recording, but I just missed a complete segment where I had gone in with a cover card stamp, and it was this one, the Spatter cover card, and I did use it on my rocker mount. This is also from Impression Obsession, and I did just go all over the entire thing with the, what color is this? Salty Ocean Distress paint. Because what I did is after I had the paint on the stamp, I took some water and just kind of watered it down a little bit. Hit it a couple times with a spritz and got it moving around a little bit, and then came in and just did the stamping just to add more texture on here. So anyway, but yeah, didn't get any of that because Doofus forgot to hit the record button. So, okay, and now I've decided I keep going back and forth between this yellow and blue. And I've taken the I'm taking the mustard seed out now, and I'm just gonna kind of come in on a few areas that I wanna crappy paint. Okay, and now I'm just going to move it around a little bit. With the water. Okay, And I think I'm just going to let this dry. See if I can get it to drip some more. Oh yeah, nice little mess there. Okay. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm not liking this. This is just being problematic for me, and I don't know why. Just something's not calling out to me. Like I said, I don't know why. Ugh. Okay. This is really wet now. So I'm going to let this dry and then come back and do the next step. Alright, well, I am out of modeling paste. What little I had left totally dried out on me because I haven't used it in so long. So I am using all-purpose joint compound. I got this and the mastic adhesive from the Lowe's hardware store because of Marlene. For you, Marlene, one here on YouTube. She uses them on her canvases. So I bought this with the intention of doing one of her canvases one of these days. And so I just saw this and I was like, I'll just use that then. Because I am without true modeling paste right now. Now, I'm using an iStencil. This is like a Cogs stencil from iStencil. And I want it to be flat. I don't want any peaks on this, so I'm going to lift it up pretty good. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, that was a crappy job right there. Ew. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. Alright, I did a really crap job right there, so I'm just going to... make it an imperfect cog. I should have checked that before I lifted. And what I'm hoping is that this is going to pick up pan pastel the same way that modeling paste does. We'll see. Much better. So I'm just going to put some gears on here and let it dry. Maybe I'll come off the page over here. And let it dry, and I want to leave a little bit of a spot open for stamping a sentiment or something. So I think this is just going to be the last one. And I'll be back after it dries. Okay, so I've been wanting to use my metallic pan pastels ever since I got them. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm going to go, of course, with the copper. So I'm going to do a little bit of the copper on top. That's not going to be dark enough. You know what I think I'm going to do first? I think I'm going to use this. What color is this? Oh, just basic black. So I'm going to use this black first. I'm going to go into that. Kind of a mess. You know, the problem is that the wow, I wish I could talk and think at the same time. problem is that it's not modeling paste, so it didn't rise up as much. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. It didn't rise up as much on the stencil as modeling paste does, so yeah, I got to get to the store and get some modeling paste because I use that a lot. I just haven't been art journaling lately, so what I had dried up. I'm just using an eraser to come in, go around these areas that I really did not want that black in. Because now what I'm going to do is come in with the copper. So now I'll come in with the copper and hit it again on top of this and start to blend it, and hopefully I'm going to get more of the look that I was going for here. Wow, I made a mess. But that's the joy of using pan pastel, because you can easily erase it. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to come in with that copper and just start blending it in with that. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I just needed something to grunge it up. I didn't like the pure copper look, so okay. That's more like it. So if it was more raised, of a raised area, it would just be hitting that area and not the base of my page like it's doing. But that's okay, because I want to kind of go with this messy look anyway, and so it's hitting it just right where it should. And again, like I said, I'm just kind of blending this. Boy, I really like those metallics. Whoa. Picked up way too much of that. Like so. You just get to listen to me blow. Okay. Just making sure I don't have any of those white areas. Okay, so I've lost some definition on that, but that's okay. And to clean this off, all you need to do is just wipe it. Wipe, wipe, wipe. And it's good to go. Ugh. Good enough. Alright. And now, because I still don't know what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a workable fixative over that. And again, you really shouldn't do this indoors, but I never do what I'm supposed to, so there it goes. Sheesh. Alright. So I'm going to let that dry. And then I think what I'm going to do is I wanted to start incorporating, I've got a ton of stamps. So I really want to start incorporating some of my stamps into my journaling. I want to start using those a lot more. So, alright. What I did is I pulled out this stamp right here. It's a La Blanche stamp, and I don't know, there's no name on it, but I really like them. It's got like a little steampunk look to them. So I'm thinking about where I'm going to stamp them, and if I'm going to do it on a separate card. I'm not going to do it on this. I'm going to do it on a separate card, but I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to place them, find a quote, and I'll be back. So I decided that my background didn't have enough texture, and I decided to use the Impression Obsession cover a card in newsprint. So you can see I've stamped that with some black VersaFine throughout the page here, and I like that a lot better. So I like the texture that gave. Kind of goes with the, you know, that old newsprint, kind of goes with the theme I've got going on here too. So I like that. All right, and then what I decided for my stamped image is I decided to stamp him on a dried tea bag. I have quite a few of these. Tea bags dried out and just sitting in a drawer waiting to be used, and I thought, oh, instead of using a cardstock, let me just do it on this. I like the aged look, and I've been wanting to use it on a project, so here we go. And then I found some more ephemera pieces that I'm just going to kind of, you know, stick down, and a couple of these are heavier cardstock, so I'm going to use the gloss heavy gel. I don't have any matte gel right now, so I'm going to have to use the gloss, which I don't like doing, but I'm going to try not to get any on the outside, just on the underside of these heavy cardstock. It just sticks a lot better than the Collage Page on this heavier stuff. So I'm going to do that and then be back to finish this up. Okay, so I've got my football pen out, and I'm just going to draw some sketchy lines. Try not to get it on my... Wish I could do that scribbly thing that I see a lot of artists do so easily. I, of course, stink at it. I guess it's just one of those things you have to learn. You have to learn how to scribble. Isn't that funny? You spend all that time in school learning how to write properly just to become an adult and get caught up in this art craze and learn how to scribble. Just wanted some more black lines in here. Wanted to bring a little bit more black in. Keep hitting the texture, so it's not coming as easily. Let's come out. Let's come out there. Okay. And my image got a little buried with the collage, but well, I can live with that. Alright, and then just to finish it off, I'm going to use some of this tarnished brass. Distress paint. I decided I kind of wanted to have a... Ooh, I got a little crazy there. Let's not go nuts. Let's not go nuts with this. Wow, that's like really runny now. I swear, they're either super dry and won't come out anymore, or like this. Ah! And they're too gushy. Okay. I think this is it. Okay, I gotta be careful with this one because I don't want to ruin my other side. I got stuff on it. Okay. Let's get this crap out of the way so you can really see it. So there we go. There is my new journal spread. So kind of like it. It'll grow on me. Alright, you guys. I'll see you later. Okay, I made the colossal mistake of thinking I was done when I wasn't. Because I totally forgot I wanted to pull some craft tapes out to use on my page. Because one of the things I learned from watching some videos is that when you stamp an image of a person, you really should ground it with something. So it's not looking like it's just floating in the air like my dude is right here. So, and they say to ground it with, you know, so I've been grounding my images, my stamped images a lot lately with the craft tapes. So that's what I'm going to use here. And I think, see, now I'm starting to cover up that texture right there. So maybe I don't want to use that one there. Maybe I'll use this one. These are just some graphic 45 craft tapes that I got. And yeah, that fits a lot better. So let me do this right here. Have it go across the page. Like so. And then use this one down here. Just maybe do a little shorter little piece right here. I don't want to cover up too much of that texture right there, so maybe like that. Maybe like so. Okay, so I feel a little bit better now. I just knew when I cut off the recording, that last one, I thought I was done. I was like, something just doesn't feel finished with it, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and then it hit me that I didn't ground my stamped image. So even though really kind of hard to see that now, but so okay, now this is a done page. All right, I'll see you guys later.